What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video from the Scalar Learning channel. This is a quick one right before I head out of town. By the way, hopefully everything is still on track for all you guys studying for the SAT and ACT, especially the SAT in August, but we shall see. I've got a video that is done finally for the Passport to Advanced Mathematics, but I've just been having some rendering issues today. I wanted to upload that today, but now it looks like I got to leave, so I won't be able to get that up for you guys until next week. But it is done, and it's great, so I can't wait to share that, and then I'll work on parts 3 and part 4. So what we're talking about today is how to master mental math, and I wanted to go through 3 very important tips, and we're just going to kind of write them out as we go. And the first one, you can jump in if you guys got questions. I'll try and answer them before I have to head out to the airport here. But the first one is the most simple, which is practice, practice, practice. Now look, I have a multiplication bootcamp that I use with students, and the main reason why I created it is because it's hard to sit down and just practice and use apps. Not everybody likes these different ways to practice using flashcards or times tables, but that really is probably number one in terms of mastering your times tables and mastering multiplication. And by the way, when I refer to mental math, I'm usually referring to multiplication because it's such a cornerstone in higher levels of math, and it really can be done, okay? My second tip after just straight up practicing is also used when you're practicing is to use something called anchors. So I want to talk about what anchors are. Anchors are basically little shortcuts or tricks that you can use to glue disparate parts or disparate pieces of information together. So I'm going to give you an example. One of them is when you're trying to remember your nines, for example, right? So like, what's 9 times 8? An anchor here would be 10. 10 is super close to 9. So instead I do 8 times 10, and that would give me 80. And then I know, oh, I've got 1 less 8 than 9 eighths. So I take 8 away, and I got 72. Okay, another thing like that is 2 is a really great anchor. It's usually really easy to double. So likewise, when I'm multiplying by 4, let's say I'm doing something like 4 times 72. That might seem a little daunting, but one thing you can do for multiplying by 4 is it's really doubling twice. So first I'm going to double 72 and I get to 144. Then I double that again and I get to 288. So that's another good example of anchoring. Another method that you can use when you're actually trying to tackle, let me erase this stuff here. Oops. It's glitching a little bit. Another thing you can do when we're doing sort of like multiplying by a 2-digit number, and I'm putting this under the category of anchors, but I don't know exactly how it would be referred to, but I love to do this. For example, if I'm doing 3 times 47, now that seems like a potentially daunting problem, but what I do when I do it mentally is I do 3 times 7 in my head, which is 21, and then 3 times 40 in my head, which is 120. Simply add them together, and you get 141. So definitely use those little tactics whenever you can, split things up and multiply mentally in different parts and then add them together. Use your anchors. 2 is a great one. One last little trick I know I've shared in a video before, dividing by 5. I love this one. So if, for example, when you have 360 divided by 5, the shortcut here is first divide by 10, make that 36, and then double it to 72. And that's your answer, right? 10 is a great anchor. So if I'm dividing by 5, again, divide by 10 and then double that answer. And 360 divided by 5, of course, is 72. Okay, last but not least, make it fun. So how do we make it fun, right? That's one of the biggest challenges to practicing and all those things. Making it fun by looking around at different apps or different practice programs that are fun. There's some really great things that you can do to work on your mental math. For example, PrimeClimb is an amazing game that you can get, and it works on all different areas and aspects of arithmetic, but that's something you can play with your friends and your family and just work on your multiplication skills. There's a number of amazing apps. I have another video where I talk about the different apps that are really, really fun. There's multiplication games from Academics, and there's another game called Quick Math that you can download on your phone or an iPad. So all of those are really great options, and I would definitely check those out. And just, there's no one that's the perfect fit. Try them all, see which one you like, and roll with that, and then make a regimen. Just practice every day, 15, 20, 30 minutes a day. You can build this skill so quickly, whether you're in 5th grade or whether you're in high school, it doesn't matter, but you can develop it quickly. So take advantage, and I hope this helps. Yeah, and so again, people are asking for the SAT. This is a more general question, right? This is just mental math tips, but things that you can use, obviously, for the no calculator section to get yourself on point. You want to be firing on all cylinders for that mental math when test day comes. All right, guys, I must take off. I have to head to the airport. Thank you so much much. And again, Passport to Advanced Mathematics, that second video is done, but I'm having rendering issues, so it's not out yet. But I'll have to render it and publish it as soon as I get back to LA next week. Take care. Thank you so much. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Take it easy.